Of crashes involving planes recently, but today's crash involved two small planes at a regional airport. NBC4's Conan Nolan joins us live from our News Operations Center with the latest. Conan.
That's right. We want to make sure this point is made at the outset. This was not a commercial aircraft incident, but two private planes that apparently collided. It took place at Marana Regional Airport, about 15 miles outside of Tucson, Arizona. This is a small general aviation airport. There are no commercial flights, just private planes. There is no tower. This is essentially see and be seen. It's up to the pilots to make sure they maintain a safe distance from each other. From what we understand, two small planes collided with each other. Now, according to the FAA, a Landcare collided in midair with a Cessna 172 at that airport around 8:25 local time. Again, this is an uncontrolled airport. There were two people on both planes, and we understand at least there are two dead. That's according to local media reports.
The FAA and the NTSB are en route to the scene here. The airport is currently secured and locked down, so it's closed. Yes.
Okay.
Once again, 4 people were on those two flights, 2 people dead. Now, this comes as we've seen a rash of other air disasters, including this one, of course, in Toronto. Before that, there was the air disaster in Washington, D.C. Most recently, there was a plane disaster in Philadelphia as well. That was not a commercial flight. There's a real concern nationally over the safety of our essentially flight system and the airspace. A new poll from the Associated Press shows that public confidence in air travel is declining. The survey shows that 64% of Americans believe plane travel is very safe or somewhat safe. That's down 7 points from last year. I'm Conan Nolan, NBC4 News.
Welcome back to Live Now from Fox as we continue to follow some breaking news out of Arizona. You are taking a look at some live aerial footage. We are following the latest regarding a deadly plane crash at Marana Regional Airport. Here's what we know so far, courtesy of our partners at Fox 10 in Phoenix. You can see that several investigators, law enforcement officials, first responders are there on the ground, as you can also see the aftermath of that crash. Fox 10 saying this: at least 2 people are dead following a mid-air plane collision at an airport northwest of Tucson. That's according to what we heard from police earlier today. The Marana Police Department saying the crash happened February 19th, today on Wednesday, at the Marana Regional Airport, located near Avra Valley and Senderio Roads. The police writing on Facebook, quote, 2 confirmed dead, and both planes were smaller fixed-wing single-engine planes. The Federal Aviation Administration says a Lancer collided midair with a Cessna 172 just before 8:30 a.m. local time. 2 people were on board each plane. The National Transportation Safety Board will lead the investigation into this crash. We're still waiting to hear who the victims are. Their identities have not been confirmed. According to the FAA, the Marana Regional Airport is an uncontrolled field, meaning the airport does not have an operating control tower. FAA goes on to say that pilots utilize a common traffic advisory frequency to regularly announce their position to other pilots who are in the airport's vicinity. The pilot in command is responsible for maintaining safe separation from other aircraft, and pilots operated into uncontrolled fields are still required to comply with all federal aviation regulations, including minimum visibilities, minimum safety altitudes, and right-of-way rules. You can see here that they have taped off what looks to be another one of these small planes, and you can see several other small planes there in this regional airport, as the FAA has said that it is an uncontrolled airport there.